I'm getting to the point where it's either I get a new job and I get better at YouTube, or I get a new job and then I give up being a YouTuber. We're gonna see how this shit goes. What's good, y'all? I'm back. Listen, it's time to react. As per usual, we always react on this channel. There's nothing else to do. We never do anything else because I don't get recommended anything. Nothing. Like, comment, and subscribe, but specifically comment. Give me a video to react to. I'll react to it. I always react. Anime hot takes are genuinely rage bait. My Ninjuno, we all know Ninjuno. Ninjuno fuck with us like we fuck with Ninjuno. Let's go.
I don't know about you guys, but I love arguing about things that in the end genuinely don't matter at all.
Hypotheticals. Top 5 things. Listen, if y'all ever had a hypothetical battle with your friend you've never lived true life, it's so much fun. Just going back and forth on hypotheticals y'all know would never be serious. Are you sucking meat for $1 billion? You know damn well that offer is never coming. But hypothetically, if you're in the room with 5 girls, they all bad as shit, and they're like, you know what, let's have an orgy, specifically with you in the middle. Hypothetical, it could happen. But at this exact moment, probably not. But guess what? Let's talk about it, bro. It's so much fun to do, bro. Like, how could you not have fun doing this?
Specifically when it got to do with anything anime related.
No,
like, bro, what
see,
could
this
possibly
my
be a
problem.
better pastime than telling random chuds on the internet the most abysmal anime hot takes known to man and having a full-blown e-fight with them
Oh my god, I love this era of a fucking TikTok when niggas was e-fighting, bro. That shit was hilarious.
for things like whether or not a certain anime character can beat Goku in a 1v1. So about a few days ago, I got the absolutely brilliant idea to ask you guys, my community, and some YouTubers that I'm friends with what their anime hot takes were. And today, me and you are going to be reviewing some of these takes, and I will be giving my personal opinion on whether or not I agree, disagree, or if they
I'm gonna say now, all the anime creators are gonna have the hottest takes of all time because that's why they're a creator. They feed off of you niggas off of you talking about how ass their take is.
Mainly just spitting straight bullshit. So without further ado, let's dive into some of these hot takes. Kicking things off, we got a Jujutsu Kaisen hot take from one of my viewers saying that Hikari beats every disaster curse in a 1v1. So
He's not beating Naruto. That's just not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. He's not beating Naruto. I'm sorry. That's literally not happening.
I will say that Hikari does have the potential to be on the level of Yuta, but that is only when he's at his peak, blasting Tuka Donka in the background with green aura and hitting a jackpot. He's able to go toe-to-toe with Kashimo, who is regarded as the strongest sorcerer in his era. You gotta give him...
The era was washed fucking hoops, nigga. It was washed. It's that era of the 2000s where everyone in basketball was barely putting up 100. He was a part of that era of sorcerers. He was cold. But you wasn't putting up 100 a game, though. So...
credit for that. However, that boy is getting speed blitzed by Jogo and getting cooked by Mahito. I'm sorry. Those two are gonna put that boy on skates in an ISO. I do think he can beat Dagon and Hanami for sure,
yes,
with greater odds, but he is not beating the other two. Mahito touches you once inappropriately and you get done like Nanami and Nobara. Then Jogo probably...
Plus, Hikari likes femboys. We see Mahito as a girl. He's gonna fall for the oldest trick in the book, yo.
The toughest one to beat out of all of them. Don't let the Gojo and Sukuna fights fool you into thinking he ain't like that. That's false propaganda of his overall strength. His only fights in the series were against the 2 strongest people in the verse. Like, bro, that shit ain't fair. Give this man a 1v1 against any other character in the verse and they are getting smoked by him. This man was pulling crazy shit in Shibuya. Did you see the stuff that Sukuna was tanking from this man? He shot an entire fireball bomb at the city for fun. He turned Nanami, Maki, and Nobito into barbecue chicken with little to no effort. So yeah.
Mind you, Nobito is technically the fastest nigga in the verse besides Naoya. And Gojo, of course. He speed blitzed him. Nobito couldn't do nothing. He said, damn, I got caught, y'all.
I gotta disagree with this one, personally. Next up, we got another hot take from one of my viewers, and he said, Deku mauls Itachi in a fight. So my opinion on this is that this is just straight up incorrect.
Yeah, you're just
Deku is
lying.
definitely faster than Itachi and stronger if we talking raw power alone. However, Itachi got some of the most broken abilities in the verse of Naruto.
And look at the. Hold on, I'm not even
Talking
glazing.
raw
Look at
power
the hair.
alone.
Look at the hair.
However, Itachi got some of the most broken abilities.
You beating that? Is that because Deku got a fro? He's not beating that, bro. I'm sorry. He's not beating that shit, bro. He's not. It's impossible to beat a nigga that can do this with their hair. It's impossible.
Abilities in the verse of Naruto. He's 100% putting Deku on a t-shirt. Itachi is simply not losing that fight. And I will say too that he probably gonna outwit him as well.
Even
Deku gonna have
Tsukiyomi.
Itachi pinned down on the ground thinking he won. And the second he does, Itachi gonna hit him with the same thing he hit Sasuke with, making him look stupid as hell. Somebody
And guess
gonna
what? He can't fight it back. All he can do is mentally attempt to get out of it. His mentality not that damn strong.
need to get him a map to fight Itachi. Like, Itachi smokes him once he put that man in Tsukuyomi. It's GG's. That shit is just ridiculous. And to all the people that saying the vestiges of One For All will break him out of the illusion,
They're
no,
gonna be in
they
it
are
too.
not. Anyways, moving on, we got a hot take from I'm Kevin himself. And
Yes.
he said, and I quote, "The One Piece series is not even top 15 animes of all time objectively."
One Piece manga up there. Lost Sword. Y'all see it right there. That's Lost Sword. Objectively speaking, yeah. It's top 20 for sure, but it's just not.
I know some of y'all One Piece fans watching this right now are fuming like them cartoon
just
characters
really,
with
really,
smoke
really
coming
good
out
and
the
long.
ears and are hammering away at your keyboard about to leave hate comments on his channel and virtually jump this man for this take. But hold on, guys. Don't worry, because I too got something to say to Kev about this shit, because that statement is not even crazy to say. I'm crying. Y'all really thought I was for real going to defend mid-piece of all things? This how y'all look saying
let's
that
talk about
One Piece
mid-piece.
gets good eventually at episode 600. Trying to convince motherfuckers to watch it. Like, gang, I'm gonna be sleep by the time I find the energy to even finish the first 100 episodes. Shut your fucking mouth. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was rage baiting with that last part. My fault. But in all honesty, One Piece is good, at least from what I've seen so far. It's a decent anime. I watched a few episodes of it and I get the appeal for it. And I guess I understand why it's in the big three. But me personally, I just don't think it's a top 15 anime because there is no story in the
Yeah, it's not a top 20 anime at all, not even close. But the manga, shit, that shit top 10. There's a reason why it sold so much. It's really fucking good. Yes, there's a lot. Yes, I know it sold a lot because there is a lot, but still, it don't matter because a lot of niggas fuck with it.
world where I should have to sit through 1,000 episodes that are 20 minutes each just to catch up to the current arc. Like, bro, they've been dragging this shit since before I was born and
Yeah,
it's
that's sad,
still
bro.
ongoing. For reference, I am 19 years old, almost 20. They need to let this shit go.
Mind you, I'm 23, about to be 24. That shit came out before my parents even met each other. I'm dead fucking serious too. My dad might have genuinely watched a little bit of One Piece when it first came out. And he wasn't even 30 yet.
At this point, I honestly
Sad.
really wouldn't be surprised if the One Piece actually turned out to be the friends that we made along the way. But if you thought this statement by I'm Kevin was just completely
I told you.
outlandish for you One Piece fans, wait till
It's
y'all
not.
hear what the Bucket Hat Splash said about Dragon
Imagine.
Ball. Y'all
Oh,
Dragon Ball
God.
fans gonna love this. He said, and I quote, "The Dragon Ball series is not even top 15 animes of all time objectively.
There are times where Dragon Ball has a little bit of bad pacing, specifically Buu Saga. Holy shit, boy. It's top 20. I'm just gonna keep saying, because they keep saying it's not top 15 objectively, that's because they're saying it's top 20 for sure. If we're talking about the top 20 anime of all time, One Piece and Dragon Ball have to be there. But if we're talking about manga to anime or just anime in general, yeah, them bitches are not top 10. If we're talking about manga and anime, of course, they have to be top 10.
However, there's more. He went to add on to this statement and proceeded to add some animes that he thought were better all time than the
Oh shit. Oh god, why did you do this?
The entire Dragon Ball series. And the one anime that stood out that he had over Dragon Ball was Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone's really fucking good. There's a reason why that shit ain't that popular, my nigga. Like, that's all I have to say for real. There's a reason why it's not that popular.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I've not seen a lick of the Dragon Ball series. If I were to say I've seen even a bit of Dragon Ball or know anything about the story, I'd actually be LARPing my ass off harder than Emiru LARPing Chainsaw Man. However,
It's even funnier that she deadass just said the wrong character. That she picked the wrong character when they look identical to each other. That's just a fortunate game. Hey, Emerald.
Good man. Good man.
I'm not trying to cry. I have a girlfriend. Let's lock in.
I have seen Dr. Stone up to season 3, and bro, it's not horrible by any means. It's actually pretty decent, and it's hella intriguing how you see them trying to rebuild humanity back to its modern age. I felt like I learned way more from this series than I ever did from a regular
Oh, my bad.
science class. It gave me something that I'm not used to seeing in anime and made it entertaining. I also love that Senku is a smart character that doesn't try to act nonchalant like.
Oh god, he's not a smart ore farmer. He's just dead ass. Well, he's ore farmer sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. But it's also like he's not nonchalant with it. He's like, no, I love learning. If you want me to do some extra shit to learn, I'll do it.
A certain type of character I hate with a passion and actually has a personality. But let's be honest, who is putting this show in their top 15? This is for real the last anime I'd ever expect to see on someone.
I would expect, if we're talking about NBA 75, I would expect that to be 75. I would expect that 75, 74, 73, 72, 71. Something like that.
Top 15 of all time. It is not all that. This is more unexpected than when Bam dropped 83 points on a random Tuesday night and broke Kobe's record. The absolute last thing people would think would happen. This take was so controversial that he was getting flamed for this shit. However, I'm also gonna say, is saying Dr. Stone is better than Dragon Ball even a crazy statement? Like, Dragon Ball is definitely the anime that has had the most influence, but does that mean it's necessarily good? I know a bunch of Goku and Dragon Ball.
That's why it's still going, because niggas like it. That's the whole point. Like, it's literally the whole point of the entire story. It keeps going because niggas like it. Instead of fighting. It's impossible to say, hey, this shit's ass. But niggas keep liking it. That's not a real thing.
Fanboys are about to fry my shit. But I'm not gonna lie, I never really understood the hype for Dragon Ball. I just couldn't get into it. So I might have to agree with this take. Throw your tomatoes at me, boo me, whatever. But if I get into Dragon Ball later down the road and my point changes, I'll let y'all know. Y'all can flame me and Buckethead Splash all y'all want. I don't care.
That's hilarious that I'm an anime nigga and I like all of the animes. Well, no. I have an anime that I don't really like that's in the big three. I don't really like Naruto all that much. I know about everything that happens in it. I don't know. Like, I know it's good, and I'm gonna count, like, if someone says, hey, top 15, I'm gonna say Naruto won that bitch, but I'm going to downplay it as much as possible while still giving it its respect. I will gladly say it is top 10, but I will stop it at 7, and I will gladly say 6 more that are better than it in my 6 more that are better than it in my eyes, with no hesitation. And you can be like, oh, there's no way you think that's better. As long as it's debatable, I won. If we can get in a law room right now and debate it back and forth on which one's better, I won. So now it makes sense of why I put it back there. Once 7 comes up, I think after that, there's gonna be animes that are slightly worse than it, and I have to agree that it's slightly worse than that. But I'm not gonna let Naruto be top 5. I'm not.
AOT is overrated and not top 10. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This one might have to be rage bait, cause hell nah. Saying that AOT is not top 10 is like saying that Tim Duncan is not the greatest power forward of all.
You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Oh my god. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't even know about him.
There is a reason why when everyone is trying to get into anime and they are trying to take suggestions from people on
I feel like the best animes are the ones that people pretty much invite to be like, yo, fuck with this, trust. Death Note, Code Geass, AOT, Full Metal Alchemist. Fuck. I feel like any anime that's not past 100 episodes but can somehow finish the entire story and make it fantastic, those are genuinely the best ones. I have no problem saying that. Dead ass. I have no problems. Think about it logically. I can give you a show to watch where you can watch 2 episodes a day besides weekends. Let's just say watch it like a job. You know what I'm saying? You get off work, you do whatever. You're like, all right, I got an hour before bed. Let me watch these real quick. Boom, boom, got done. It would take you. It would take you 5-7 weeks to finish it completely. Especially if you miss a couple days, it'll happen. 5 to 7 weeks, you can finish it and still understand the entire story and really like the story the whole time. And get everything you need out of the story without having too many questions after. Are you about to tell me that that's not peak? That's not perfect to you? It has quite literally the storyline. Like, if we're talking about American story specifically, the whole chart, the shit where it goes up like this, you hit the climax and it rolls down to the end. Some of those are more like this, because it kind of ends like right at the peak, and then right after the peak, it kind of just slows down like an episode or two, and then it ends. But bro, the animes that are like that, they're 1000% the best. Bro, Code Geass to me is top 5. You can't beat Code Geass at all. And the only way people can say is, oh, how the fuck he get to the second season in the first? It's because he's a fucking prince, nigga. He's a smart ass prince. Why would they want him dead? Why? It's literally Charles V. Britannia's favorite son. It's literally his favorite son. He don't like none of them other niggas. Lelouch was the only one that really tested him. He was like, I fuck with that. That's it.
What they should watch first. I guarantee you that Attack on Titan is getting mentioned 9 out of 10 times. It has a story that completely engages you from episode 1. Like, how does seeing the main character witness his mom's death in real time not make you want to see what happened?
That's why, oh damn, I'm pausing too much, low key. Let's get into a point. This bitch is 17 minutes and this is only 7 minutes, whatever. One Piece, the only problem I have with One Piece is it starts off too slow and the stakes aren't high enough from the start. Like, the first couple arcs you watch, you literally feel like you're watching one of those animes where it's like, oh, they're just trying to get into the story. Like, there's no stress or anything like that. It's just, let's just get into the story. Let's just see how this goes, right? One Piece has a problem of not putting enough cast in there that dies. They put cast in there that die, but it's either you have to force yourself to fuck with them when you see the small amount of time, or you have to fuck with a character that fucks with that character. So if you just like the character, like let's just say you just like the Straw Hat Pirate crew, you don't like really fuck with them heavy. Anybody that dies, you're not gonna care that much. Like, you're not, and that's the main problem. Like, Attack on Titan, nigga, Marco was a part of the fucking story since pretty much the first. The second attack after the original one. He was there since then. He was the fuck out the narrative. They wouldn't let him go. You see what I'm talking about? That's exactly what you want in a story. You want people to have a character that dies and he haunts the story for the rest of the time. Not like every once in a while you get a little sprinkle here, sprinkle there. That's One Piece. That's why this shit is 1,000+ episodes. Because they sprinkle in the important parts, and then everything else is just really just fighting for a really long time. Not a manga. The manga does a great job. The fights aren't that long, and everything in between is long. That's the reverse. They do the reverse in the anime.
Happens after. Watching Attack on Titan for the first time around 2016 was my first ever introduction to a whole other genre of anime that wasn't Pokemon or Beyblade, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. It has some of the craziest plot twists ever seen in fiction, and to top it all off, there really isn't any annoying anime tropes such as over-the-top fan service. It's just pure action and peak storytelling. The rewatchability.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Aaron being that overly like that over like anger shit was pissing me the fuck off. Now season 4 made it make sense, but that does not change the fact that I didn't like that shit. I didn't like the fact that he was always mad and just ass. I didn't like that.
Ability for the show too is insane. Like, you could rewatch this show and enjoy it the same amount, if not more. And every single time you rewatch it, you find something new that you never noticed when seeing it the first time around, which ended up foreshadowing later events of the show. Like, bro, if you're competing in a noticing small details competition and your opponent is an an Attack on Titan fan, you are
Yeah, you're
genuinely losing that shit. I feel like the people that hate on Attack on Titan just say that to rage bait people, or because there's no shot of underage girls being hella sexualized in the show. I just can't find another reason why people wouldn't like Attack on Titan. Not to
That's why, and that's another That's another thing. Rewatchability should be one of the top 3 things every anime should have to why it's peak in the first place, without question. Like none. Like think about it. You watch anime. You really like the anime. You never can watch that shit again though, because you don't want to see that shit again. That's why I said One Piece is very arguably not top 15, but it's top 20 though. Because if you want to rewatch it, it is really good. Don't get me wrong. But my top 5 anime, I cannot say the 5th one because I can't think of it off the top of my head. Which you would then say, oh, that means it's ass. No, that just means I don't see it enough. Code Geass, Death Note, Attack on Titan, Full Metal Alchemist. I cannot think of that 5th one. God damn it. Fuck. Yeah, but those 4 specifically, those 4, right, bro, you could watch those 10 times over and over again, and you would like it every single time. Damn. Hold on. Let me start. You would like them every single time, all 10 times. And you would find something new within it all 10 times. There's symbols that you wouldn't see the first time that you saw the 4th time. There's scenes that, certain like fighting scenes in the animation that you wouldn't see the first time that you see the 8th time. Bro, those are perfect to me. I watched Code Geass once. Peaked to me. I watched it again with my girlfriend. There was half of the things that I didn't even notice. I had to see it again to really be like, oh shit, I remember that. Now it makes more sense on why I saw it. Bro, if you can rewatch it again and you see new things, One Piece is the definition of, I still like it of course, but this One Piece is the definition of everything is straightforward, but they don't branch. And if they do branch, they have to follow that branch and then come back through the branch to get back to the main branch. It's like drawing a tree, but instead of drawing it like, okay, draw the main branch, then draw all the parting pieces on it. Well, no, it would be more like this. Draw a part of the tree, get to the branches, go through the branches as you go up the tree over time until you get to the very top and you're done. One Piece is more like draw the stump, go up, branch, come back to the main tree, get detailed in that part of the tree, branch, detail, branch. All right, now I'll go up. Branch, detail, up. That's what it does. If you're gonna get details in One Piece, it is going to be long as fuck, and you're not gonna be able to dodge it because it's important. And that's why it takes fucking forever for to finish it. If they just did it, boom, you will be good. But you can't. And that's the problem.
mention that its ending was pretty good in my opinion, and I will die on that hill.
Jesus.
The art from JoJo's is hard to look at, so I'm not a
That's just your
JoJo's fan.
eyes.
I
That's
haven't
not
watched it at all, but if there's one thing I will compliment the show on,
It
it's
looks
their
good.
art style. I actually fuck with it heavy, but you really don't want to piss off these fans, gang. Look at what they are doing in Netflix's comment section.
We've
They
lost
are
patience,
dead ass
Netflix.
terrorizing them and losing their minds over some steel ball run. They do not play about their show. And finally,
Right.
we have the last anime hot take, which unfortunately came from my community post. I say
God.
unfortunately because they for real spound straight bullshit. They for real said gooning to anime lolly is only bad if you get caught. Bro,
Good job telling the officers exactly where you live. Good fucking job. Because they know where you live. It's just obvious now. I hate that talk. I have to pull up Big Screen for this shit. I hate when people say shit like that. Where they're like, oh, doing this is only bad if you get caught. Yeah, that's the whole point of it being bad. Bum ass nigga. That's the whole point. How could... I'm getting rage baited. Why am I yelling? Hey, Hood JJK reference. If y'all don't get that reference, go watch Raps Up Petty. That shit is hilarious. But I don't get it, bro. I don't. Like, of course, if you do something bad and don't get caught, but then get caught after doing something bad, of course. Yeah.
Oh, you might have to get locked up for this, gang. Whose mans is this?
Oh my
This
God,
man for
Army.
real looked at this sentence and deadass click post. Oh my God. Honestly, I might just have to end the video
just
right
end
there.
it,
That
bro.
deadass ruined my mood.
That was
Also,
bad.
leave your anime hot takes down in the comments.
No. Actually, I have a really, really good anime hot take. I gotta think about it though, because there's a lot of them that I have, and then they end up not really being hot takes. They're just being tight takes. Well, this is really easy to say, but Demon Slayer gets such a good animation because the story is so easy to get by. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Think about it. If the story is relatively straightforward, think about this in your mind. The story is relatively straightforward. There's nothing really redeeming about it or anything like that. Why would Unfoldable not pick that up? They don't gotta draw all the extra detailed shit during the down moments. They can draw, bro, Tanjiro has a face specifically for when he's just chilling. Nothing serious, right? And that's so easy to draw. But when it's time to lock in, what do you think? That anime has so much open space for so much shit to happen, and that's why it has good animation. That's why. Castlevania. I'll give you an example. Castlevania's the reverse of Demon Slayer. Great story, great characters, great action scenes, all that, right? But the reason why that's good, and you can say, oh, well, why does, there's a reason. I'm gonna tell you. Because they draw really hard for the scene, and then all they do is talk. That's it. They just be talking. They do they don't do no jittery, goofy moves or nothing like that. They just talk, really. They're human moving with a little bit of extra on the side every once in a while. Then they have fights. And the fights look semi-human for the most part. Besides Dracula. That don't count. But that's why those anime that you feel like shouldn't deserve all that animation hits it. They don't have to draw that hard for half the time, and then they draw a little hard, and then boom, it's good. That's why I feel like Berserk can't get a good anime adaptation. It can't. It's impossible. Because to make Berserk good, you would have to accept the fact that if you watch Berserk, by the way, just want to remind you, I'm really deep into Berserk. I got the burn the sacrifice, whatever. If you read Berserk, you know that there's a rare amount of times where Guts gets that little chibi face shit. He rarely gets that. 90% of the time, he's in the back like this, looking angry as fuck. There's a reason for that. Well, in the story, because Miura loves drawing him like that regardless. But there's a reason why in the... What's it called? There's a reason why in anime verse style animation, whatever, they don't want to do that shit. One, it's gory as fuck. We all know how anime people. We all know how Japanese people. I almost said anime people. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Japanese people. We all know how Japanese people are with gore. For some odd reason, when it's the mass majority of them, they're like, oh no. We know what you did. We know what you did. Unit. Never mind. But it's because animators really don't feel like drawing all that gore, so they're like, not a really good idea. But not just that. On top of the gore, you have to draw Guts really fucking strong and like put all the details in his face all the time. And don't even get started on the fight. That's why the movies are really good, but you don't see anything past the movies, because all that Eclipse shit, that's really easy to adapt. Once you get past the Eclipse, it's just pain and suffering and a whole lot of bullshit. Specifically, the sword scene with Farnage. Y'all read it. But that's what I feel. Actually, I was gonna go through the comments of this. This video just rage bait. Ooh, there's a good hot take right here. Actually, I'm gonna force y'all to read this. Hot take. Romance animes are probably one of the hardest anime genres to write. It's very hard to come up with a unique or new story to captivate audiences. Most romance animes I see nowadays have the basic guy trope, but a main character is just some random ass dude. I'm not gonna talk too long with that. I'm not gonna talk too long to that. Okay, here we go. I firmly believe in that. I'm tired of the nigga that's just normal as fuck that get the bad. Yo, that literally makes no sense. I watched a video about Japanese culture and how they grow up in school and try to all be basic. I get it. But you're not going to tell me that you didn't write yourself into the fucking story. Them authors are not going to convince me they didn't write themselves into the story to get themselves a bad bitch. You're not. You're telling me every girl in the show got brown, black, some mix of dark hair, and then all of a sudden the bad bitch with the blonde hair and the blue eyes want you in particular, like every other dude that got black hair. You so happen to sit back left corner of the classroom where the light just hits you perfectly with your little glasses on. Get the fuck out of here. Like, bro, you know what, bro? Let me just be an author, bro. I might as well. I'm gonna be my doctor, bro. Fuck it. Anyway, that's another video I'm unpacking. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I see a video about the worst piece of fiction, and I know exactly what it is. That's the next video. It's Ninja. Well, not the next one, but you know what I mean. But it's Ninjuno, no trash. Don't fuck with these guys' videos. And plus, I get the yap a lot. I love yapping, as you can tell. 30 minutes of yap on an 11-minute video. 9-minute video. Oh my fucking god, I might be done. I'll tell y'all. It might be over.
Look, the show's over. Fuck it, let's call some hoes over. I leave a bitch the type that won't give her no closure. What it is, you acting like that I don't know you. You acting like that I don't know you. The show's over. Fuck it, let's call some hoes over. Leave a bitch, you know, the type that won't give her no closure. What it is, you acting like